Today's video is all about how to leave something without quitting. And that something can be a job, a relationship, an environment, a location, anything. The whole idea is that you must come to an understanding and acceptance within yourself and recognize that by leaving anything, two entities are involved, and both must be in harmony, or at least as close to harmony as possible, so that you can feel as good as possible. So let's go deeper. Let's recognize the difference between quitting versus leaving. Quitting, when you think of the word, you may think of rage quitting. And overall, I believe there to be some kind of emotional reactivity oftentimes involved, whether that be out of rage, out of anger, out of exhaustion, anything. But oftentimes these are impulse decisions that leave bridges to not fully be severed in a nice clean cut. So step number one is recognizing that we wish to move on. Be honest with yourself. Why is it that I want to leave? Do I have a core root to the feelings that are arising within me? And have I identified or even tried to resolve the problems that I think are the core root to it all? If you have, then great. Then you still come to the same conclusion that it's time for something new. And that's fine. That's perfectly okay. But now it's time to convey those feelings for others, especially if another person is involved. So if there is another person involved, then it may be best to voice your opinions to them so that whatever the problem was is not going to be repeated. We all want to grow and learn from these experiences. And if you can provide value to others as you're departing, that is a surefire way of ending things on the right page, on the right foot, so that when you carry on into the next environment, the next chapter, etc., then you're catalyzing yourself with the positive energy that you left with into this new chapter. So ultimately, you want to have a net positive outcome for both yourself and for the other entity, party, person, etc. And I will say, then go out with a bang. Fake it till you make it. You are the one that's in charge of ending things and moving on. So you might as well act like this is the best possible outcome for everyone involved, especially if it is, or at least if it's the best outcome for yourself. So celebrate the time that you had with the other person, party, entity, etc., and celebrate what's coming next. Don't attach yourself to what was or what could have been. Leave your expectations at the bottom, at the base floor, and just continue on with the open mind and readiness for whatever comes your way, so that when others are ready for you to leave, then they can identify those traits, those qualities within yourself, and they can begin embodying them within themselves. Let's give an example. Let's say you're fed up at work. You're just exhausted and tired of going in. It's a job that doesn't serve you anymore, and your coworkers or your boss is greedy and inconsiderate for your thoughts, your feelings, your contributions, etc. What do? Do you burn the bridge and leave on that day? No, you should not, because I'm of the belief that by doing that, that karmic attachment is going to come back and bite you in the butt some way, somehow. So going back to your own self, let's remove the emotional reactivity for a minute and recognize that it may not feel good, and you may not think that the boss or the subordinate or whoever is deserving of your calm, cool, and collected action, but ultimately just recognize that this may be, and likely it is, for the greater good. So next, how do we best do this? Well, it could be time to find another job. Find something that's going to excite you, to encourage you to become a better person than you are right now. And by doing this, by finding this and aligning it, so that when it comes time to leave your current job, you're not quitting it because you're emotionally reactive, but instead you're leaving it for something better. And with this new job that's kind of lined up for you, then what you can do is leave this current job without the need to explode out and let the boss know everything that you think about him or her. And you almost see it as, this is a stepping stone to something better. I'm going to leave this place and never come back, and hope everyone here the best. And you're able to do this because you are secure within You know that you have another job lined up. You don't need this job, and thus you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need your thoughts of hate, of deceit, etc. to be flung out to everyone with ears to hear. However, I will point out that there is value in sharing why it is that you're leaving. Give the time to allow them to find a replacement, but detail your thoughts for either the boss, for the new hire, for anyone that's going to be finding this information of use and of value so that they can collectively improve, or at least have the information to collectively improve at their own free will. I will conclude by saying that the best action to take when you have a desire to move on, but you don't want to quit, is to take action that is in harmony with all. And it may be easier said than done, but recognize that through trial and error, you're going to continually improve yourself to the point where you are able to make these decisions in ways that are beneficial to yourself and others from a stable, secure place within. And you'll be able to tell that that's the case by how things display in your external environment. So take this as you will, enjoy yourselves, and take the action that you know you need. Thank you, thank you, thank you.